or have a major role to play, because sport is essential in addressing this trend in activity and weight gain. The sport, of course, needs to be accessible to all children of all abilities and backgrounds. It cannot be an exclusive sport, it has to be available to all. The federations can provide the impetus for millions of children to enjoy the sporting experience, and the reason they watch the video games is because they enjoy them. Perhaps we do not spend enough time getting them to enjoy the sports that we encourage them to take part in. We feel rugby has an important role. Rugby is a game for all shapes and sizes. It prides itself on this, by the way. Some people think that many of them are overweight. That may be true. It's enjoyed by over 4 million worldwide in 120 countries, and it's increasingly spreading. It can be played by men and women of all ages and abilities. In a 15-side team game of 15 or 7s, and then we've got more recently all these varieties which are fun, recreational. The tag, touch, and beach. Beach is also a sport, many other sports. And there's a level of participation, therefore, for all to play. It's not just for exclusive, it's for every age group, both sexes, and mini rugby is very common worldwide. So how can we create a healthy lifestyle for our young? So rugby as a sport for all, supporting a healthy lifestyle. If we try rugby, participation is the first. Participation should be equal enjoyment. With this participation, we develop social skills, which also are associated with mental skills, and the development of mental skills, because learning about sport, integrating with your colleagues, working together as a team is very, very important in the overall context of team sport, of all sports, particularly in team sports. And with this comes the diet and nutritionist awareness, which is necessary if an individual wants to reach the levels of fitness required for the sport. We're talking cardiovascular fitness. Now, when we're talking about all sport for all, we should also remember that before taking part in sport, particularly if you have an illness or there's a history and family of sudden death, that individuals should have a medical examination, should have clearance from the family doctor. Because we frequently talk here about sudden death in sport, but this sudden death in sport is not a specific sport-related problem, it is actually an inherited problem. So we must remember that with the fitness has to fit the performance of the game. So in other words, you have to be fit to play, and the fitness is beneficial. The first steps towards a healthy lifestyle then is to encourage participation and promote enjoyment, and I have to emphasize that. Children of all groups will not take part in anything they don't enjoy, so it has to be geared for their enjoyment. Our studies show that 60 minutes per day children and 30 minutes per day adults is necessary for maintaining a healthy life, and that includes reducing the incidence of illness, controlling many illnesses, and most importantly, improving the quality of life. So, social skills development. If you partake in a team sport like rugby, it stimulates inclusion, stimulates interaction, builds self-confidence. Many people find that through team sports they learn self-confidence. Builds self-esteem, always very important in the young. And friendships are very important. So you form many friendships which are unique to team sports. Then mental skills awareness through participation and structured training. In other words, a systemized approach. You have to learn the rules, you have to learn the team part of the game. So you have key mental skills, self-control, somebody tackles you in contact sport, you have to not retaliate. Concentration is important to make sure that you play your part within the team. Disciplines, as previously, self-control, very important. Decision-making within any structured team is important. With leadership, and that applies not just to the one person, to many others involved. And skills, these skills help us in our everyday life. So the diet and nutritional fitness is important, because if you take jogging or any sport, one thing you learn early on is the importance of eating and drinking properly to let you partake in the level you're taking part in. So this is an educational program, and education is very critical for our sports. It boosts energy levels to allow you to compete a little harder, improves concentration, improves performance, and it also promotes a healthy lifestyle. So in your sport, you learn how to eat properly. In most schools, in some countries now, kids are not allowed to buy fast foods. They're given specific foods, encouraged to use specific foods, and the parents are brought into the picture as well. So, cardiovascular fitness, I mentioned earlier the importance of any one of us going to exercise having some kind of baseline test from our own doctor because of the risk of sudden death. And it can happen in sport, but it shouldn't happen if we take simple precautionary steps. In Ireland and in the UK we have a prescription medicine, exercise prescription, so you go to your GP, you prescribe an exercise program, and you're directed to an institution to provide that in a safe environment for you. So you have to be fit to play, and playing keeps you fit. So it's a two-way system. Performance participation. For elite performance, a structured combination of talent, good education, hard work, extensive training, lays the foundation for elite performer. In rugby, but less than 1% are professional. For the rest of the world, it's an amateur game. So you're talking about all the volunteers you heard about this afternoon, and the families. And when it comes to mini rugby, with the young age groups under 12 and 20, the parents take a major role there. And it's critical that the family are involved. For the majority, long-term participation plays a significant role in the maintenance of a healthy lifestyle. So you learn the good habits. It's not about going to the bar afterwards and drinking and spoiling all the good work you've done in training. So rugby is a sport for all shapes and sizes, can assist in developing a healthy lifestyle. These attributes help at the highest level of performance in the game, the professional game. The fitness and nutritional advice, the routine, regular competition and training, the physiological education learned along the way will prove useful for most people who exercise and continue to exercise enjoy it. It improves their quality of life. Team sport adds another dimension to that. Thank you very much.